Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie. You wanted more, so I brought more because I live for approval. Just like last time, I'll be talking about heroes who can defeat Deadpool, not necessarily kill him, because the dude is pretty darn impossible to kill. Also, like last time, this doesn't mean that these characters always will beat Deadpool, just that they could. And finally, I'll try to avoid throwing people on the list solely because they're uber powerful. So sit down, Dr. Manhattan. Now that I've sufficiently covered my heiny, it's time for the top 10 superheroes who can defeat Deadpool, Part 2. Number 10, Bobobo. Bobobo, or by his full name, Bobobo, is from Bobobo. In case you haven't noticed, he is just ridiculous and super similar to Deadpool in a lot of ways, with his quirks, fourth wall breaking, and total randomness. Bobobo would beat Deadpool at his own game by making him question his own sanity. Then he'd use his nose hair to wrap Wade up so that he couldn't do anything. Inability to die means nothing when you're constricted by some dude's nose hair. And it's true that these guys haven't actually fought before, but they should. They really should. Number 9, Colossus. This is a matchup that I suspect most people are rather familiar with, since they're a rather lackluster battle in the Deadpool movie. There isn't a whole lot Deadpool can do against Colossus without the proper equipment. Just look at his poor hands when he tried to punch the guy. This was one fight where Colossus could have just squished Wade's head if he wanted to. Pretty clear that Colossus could beat the pants off Deadpool. Number 8, Daredevil. This is one of the more surprising ones to some people, but it seems you don't even need working eyes to beat Deadpool. The two had one accidental fight when Deadpool thought Daredevil was a shapeshifter and Daredevil put on a frickin' clinic. He analyzed all the nasty odors emanating from his body, he beat the crap out of him, and hogtied him and left him in the street. Yeah, Daredevil can beat Deadpool. Unless he had an iPod with masking tape, that is. Number 7, Spawn. Spawn would probably have a pretty easy time of it with Deadpool for a few reasons. For one, the dude's crazy powerful and could take care of Wade faster than you can say chimichanga. But also, Spawn, like Deadpool, is essentially immortal. So the one big advantage that Deadpool has over most people won't help him here. Spawn has all sorts of magical powers he could call upon, plus he's a master with weapons and in hand-to-hand combat, almost certainly better than Deadpool, and that's not to mention the Hellspawn he could call up to help if things got rough. Plus, Spawn's relation to death itself, this would not be a close fight. Number 6, Punisher. Remember that time Deadpool took out the whole Marvel universe? Well, Punisher did it too. Now granted, these were alternate versions of the two, so if you want to get all technical, it doesn't count, but I don't want to get all technical, so there. And that works out great because as yet another technicality problem, Deadpool was a zombie at the time. That said, because of his healing factor, Punisher had to kill Deadpool not once, not twice, but 33 times. So I think any doubt you may have could probably be eliminated after the 12th time. But maybe I'm just being a fanboy right now. Number 5, Goku. I try to avoid making these entries about pure power, so I'm a bit reluctant to put Goku on this list, but I think he has one advantage that isn't shared by a lot of the other characters. He's really stupid. His dumbness combined with total lack of knowledge of any of Deadpool's references, as well as his happy-go-lucky personality, would protect him really well against Deadpool's annoyingness, which is arguably his most powerful ability. Granted, Goku is also way stronger than Deadpool and could just drop a spirit bomb on his face or explode him with his pinky, but he gets on this list because of his unique anti-annoyance qualities. Number 4, Batman. Yeah, I know, the fanboys will be happy, the anti-fanboys will be angry, but honestly, it's true. People like to say that Batman could beat pretty much anyone with enough prep, and it can get a bit ridiculous at times, but I can't imagine Batman would have any trouble against Deadpool. He's come up against much smarter and much more powerful enemies and beaten them up pretty easily. He could probably even figure out a way to kill Wade for good, although it likely wouldn't happen. He could do it, but he wouldn't, because he's not that kind of guy. Number 3, Nightcrawler. Deadpool and the X-Men often find themselves thrown together, either as allies or enemies. In Age of Apocalypse, Deadpool found himself made one of Apocalypse's Pale Riders, calling himself Deadman Wade. In his attempt to catch Nightcrawler on one mission, it seems Nightcrawler had had enough of Wade's nonsense because he grabbed his head and teleported away. Yeah, that'll do it. Number 2, Spider-Man. Spider-Man has countless advantages over Deadpool. He's stronger, faster, has more powers, and he's way smarter. In a fair fight, Deadpool would have essentially no chance, particularly since Spidey is so proficient at avoiding bullets thanks to his Spidey sense. The two have fought rather often, and Spider-Man generally wins with relative ease, with his superior strength and reflexes, combined with the utility of his webbing. As I said earlier, this fight doesn't require the hero to kill Deadpool, so I think it's safe to say Spidey could catch him just like a gross, flatulent fly. Number 1, Bible Man. Bible Man is a super unique case on this list, because I truly believe that he could actually kill Deadpool. In case you didn't know Bible Man, this is him.
1 Corinthians 15:58 says to stand firm, letting nothing move you.
And yes, they're being serious. He's a Bible-thumping superhero armed with some sort of heaven saber or something. But how could he kill Deadpool? Well, first of all, he's clearly a sick swordsman. But more importantly, I'm thinking if a hero came to try to defeat Deadpool by quoting scripture and he looked like that, Deadpool would suddenly be filled with so many jokes about it that his mind would explode and he would just lose the will to live. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. Agree with these? Disagree with any of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.